And how do you think? What is the benefits from business education? And can you explain something about your business school, Swiss-SASEM?
Okay, the benefit of business education, business, it is in fact coming from economics, right? And economics is life. It is the science that teach you how to be happy. So of course it is very important to understand that business education is most probably for any profession, not only for people who wants to do business, but in fact we do business all the time, right? And what we are trying to achieve, in fact, it is a capacity to think, to make people think outside of the box, right? It is always like a business transaction. Whatever we do in life, it is private or professional, we end up by trying to make the most of what we have and to get the most possible satisfaction. So of course, business is very important, and therefore anybody may profit from business education, and I highly recommend it. It is very much about business. It is very much about economics.
Okay, and how do you think, what is the more effective, education with digital technologies or education face-to-face as it was before?
Oh, what is more effective? It is always better to have personal contact, physical contact, because of course when you speak by IT, if you speak by video conference, the contact is much more difficult. For instance, there is no eye contact, and therefore there's more difficulties to understand each other, right? But of course, if we look what has happened those last 3 months, we see that at the end, video conferences and lecture are perfectly feasible. They are also good quality. The student may acquire the same amount of knowledge. And there is something interesting about video conferences. It is that the student that usually will be very shy have a tendency to shine, because the video conferences make those students, give those students confidence to speak out and to make themselves known. So it is maybe even better than the usual lecture where some students are too shy to speak. But yes, it is a different way of teaching. It is not a less or better way. It is just more flexible for the student, because they may access your lecture at a later time, on their own time, right? But the ability to be physically present and to speak directly to the student, usually think inside the box. They think according to classical methods, to past events, and all that is useless. We need to really look at it in a different way. So why Swiss School of Applied Science for Economics and Management exists, why Swiss-SASEM exists? It is about providing and giving each student the opportunity to become his or true successful self. So that's our logo, giving student the opportunity to become his or true. Of course, we believe that everybody is born with a great potential for good, is born with incredible potential, and society or education might make that potential not really develop. And therefore, what we are trying to provide, it is an education that makes sure that we develop that potential that exists in everybody, and we should develop it, and motivating. So it is our mission to make sure that all our students are from day one motivated, and then their intrinsic humanistic leadership values and abilities are enhanced by our personalized and student-focused education. Therefore, we believe that successful humanistic focused individual will transform and foster a wealthier and better society.